In the muddy rivers of South America, there's a creature that doesn't depend on speed, claws, or sharp teeth to survive. Instead, it carries a built-in power source capable of delivering jolts strong enough to stun prey and deter predators. It sounds mechanical, almost engineered, like something designed in a lab rather than shaped by evolution over millions of years. So how does an electric eel turn its own body into a living generator? Today, we'll be diving inside how they work and why they produce their own electricity. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Electric eels aren't true eels. They are a type of knife fish and are more closely related to catfish and carp. They live in the Amazon and Orinoco river basins, where waters are slow-moving, shallow, and often cloudy with sediment. In these dim environments, vision is limited, so survival depends on other senses. Electric eels evolved a biological system that allows them to sense, hunt, and defend using electricity. They can grow over 8 feet long, and nearly 80% of that length is devoted to specialized electric organs rather than swimming muscles. Over evolutionary time, muscle cells were gradually modified into cells that produce electrical charge instead of movement. This adaptation allowed electric eels to thrive in habitats where visibility is poor and competition is intense. The eel's ability to generate electricity comes from specialized cells called electrocytes. These cells are modified muscle cells that no longer contract. Instead, they function like microscopic batteries. Each electrocyte maintains a difference in electrical charge between its interior and exterior, known as a membrane potential. This happens because ions, such as sodium and potassium, are unevenly distributed across the cell membrane, regulated by protein pumps and ion channels. On their own, the voltage from a single electrocyte is small. The key lies in numbers and arrangement. Electric eels stack thousands of electrocytes in long columns arranged in series. Like batteries connected end-to-end, their voltages add together. When many are activated simultaneously, the combined voltage becomes powerful enough to affect other organisms in the water. Creating a shock requires precise timing from the nervous system. When the eel decides to discharge electricity, its brain sends rapid signals through motor neurons connected to the electrocytes. These neurons release neurotransmitters that bind to receptors on one side of each electrocyte. This triggers ion channels to open, allowing positively charged ions to rush across the membrane. The sudden movement reverses the charge on that side of the cell, while the opposite side remains unchanged. This creates a sharp voltage difference across each electrocyte. Because thousands of electrocytes are aligned in sequence, their voltage changes stack almost instantly. The synchronized discharge travels along the eel's body and is released into the surrounding water as a concentrated pulse that lasts only milliseconds. Electric eels possess 3 electric organs: the main organ, Hunter's organ, and Sachs's organ. Each has a different function. Sachs's organ generates low-voltage pulses that the eel emits continuously. These pulses create a weak electric field around its body. When objects or animals enter this field, they distort it slightly, and the eel detects those distortions through specialized receptors. This process, called electrolocation, allows the eel to navigate and locate prey in dark or murky water. The main and Hunter's organs are responsible for high-voltage discharges used for hunting and defense. Large individuals can produce shocks exceeding 600 volts, though the current is relatively low. The eel can also fire rapid bursts of pulses to cause involuntary muscle contractions in prey, making escape far more difficult. When a high-voltage discharge is released, electricity spreads outward through the water, which conducts electricity far better than air. Nearby animals become part of the electric field. The sudden voltage difference interferes with their nervous systems, causing muscle contractions, disorientation, or temporary paralysis. This gives the eel enough time to capture and swallow its prey. Despite producing strong shocks, the eel does not electrocute itself. The electric organs are arranged so that current flows outward into the surrounding water rather than through vital organs. Its tissues are also adapted to tolerate the electrical activity it generates. By directing energy externally and controlling pulse duration precisely, the eel maximizes its effectiveness while minimizing risk to itself. Electric eels have significantly influenced scientific research. Early studies of electric fish helped scientists understand how nerve cells produce electrical signals. Investigating electrocytes provided insight into ion channels and membrane potentials, which are central to neuroscience. Even today, researchers study electric eels to explore bio-inspired technology. Their ability to generate high voltage through stacked biological cells has inspired concepts in soft robotics, energy storage, and medical devices. The eel's nervous system can coordinate thousands of electrocytes with remarkable precision, demonstrating advanced biological synchronization. By examining how this system evolved and functions, scientists gain a deeper understanding of how electricity operates in living organisms, including humans. Electric eels remind us that electricity isn't just a human discovery wired through cities and machines. It's a natural force woven into life itself. In the dim rivers they call home, these fish rely on a system refined by evolution, one that allows them to sense, strike, and survive with remarkable precision. What feels almost mechanical is entirely biological, powered by cells, signals, and timing, working in perfect coordination. The electric eel stands as a quiet example of how nature can solve complex problems in ways that still inspire scientific curiosity today. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.